Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome to Betrayal at Krondor, or as I like to call it right now, Betrayal of my voice, for it is gone! Do not worry folks, it will be back eventually. I caught that cold that's been going around, and fortunately for me, the only thing that got really bad was my voice. Everything else absolutely fine, and my voice is on the mend, and doing this isn't hurting, so don't worry folks. I'm not pushing myself too hard. Unfortunately, time and Let's Plays wait for no man, and neither does Romney. Oh wait, Romney does wait for us, because this is an event-driven game. We have all the time we need to get to Romney, which is good, because we're all the way here by Quester's View. And we have a pile of Mordhell corpses that we need to look at, so let's get to looking at them, shall we? Well, we have some rations, and we can split these rations up. One apiece, because I do believe that will give us, 14 per pile, which is great. Unfortunately, even though, that only has 2, it's not really going to free up that much space if we use it. So, let us use this. Give this over to you. You have space for one more sword, or a crossbow. But we'll give you that. Get you a little bit of armor crafting. If we're really lucky, we'll get to 90% armor craft at some point. I'm not counting on it, though. Okay, you can carry one more thing, which basically means you can carry no more things. Or I could give you this. And then you could carry one more sword, and you could carry one more sword, which is actually a good idea. Or a crossbow. You can carry that crossbow. Does anybody have any bolts? No. So we'll leave the bolts there, and we'll move on to you, who has a sword that we really want to fix up. Armor crafting Gorath is on the case! And by that, I mean we're down 1 whetstone. 99%, that is really good. Okay, you can't carry anymore. You can carry one more thing, and we can carry 1 suit of armor, which is good because that's exactly what I'm going to carry. In fact, I'm also going to carry these rations as well. Can't hurt. Well, it could, but I'm not going to let them lie there anyway because we could use them. Armor up that. Ooh, that definitely needs armoring up. Unfortunately, I don't have any space to make that happen. I do if I do that, though. So, armor up that. Get that to 98%. Don't get that armor crafting improvement. Fair enough. And we now have to make our way to Quester's View. Not just to sell things, but also because I have a purchase in mind. We need to head west. Right now we are heading southeast. Then again, if we head this way, north, and this way leads to... I think that's the way I need to go. No, this is not the right way I need to go. Hang on, this is totally wrong. We need to head... Oh, there's the thump-thump noise there. We need to head this way. We need to head this way, down. And we also need to rest until morning. There we go. We go... I think the game wants us to go... Okay, this is the way we want to go. We want to head south. Just south. South should bring me to here. Yes, and if we then head west, in theory, this should bring us over to, yes, the open area of nothing. We need to head east a little before we can head west. Sometimes this map is a bit finicky, but there are all of our corpses with things, so they're right by here. Okay, So we go this way a bit. Then we can head south. Which should... Yes, this will bring me to Quester's View. Okay. This is Dimwood. Don't want to go to Dimwood. Do want to head west, however. This is a long diversion just to sell some things, but it will be worth it. And now, zoom! Much zoom was had. This, I don't think, is Quester's View. Nope, not near Quester's View yet. Alright, rest again. Keep using up all those rations. Hopefully all the stuff that I'm leaving behind will still be there when I'm done. That is a big if. Right. This is a thing that will say south to Krondor. Don't want to go to Krondor just yet. Do want to go to Quester's View. Because Quester's View has something that we really, really want. First off, it has a store. The store is important because haggling, even when my voice is gone, the haggling endures. It also has some equipment that we really want. What's that? Kiko is spending his money. Happens more often than you think. So, don't give that to yourself, Gorath. Sell that. Sell this. Sell that. Sell these. Hopefully you'll take this crossbow. Will. Marvellous. And it's time to buy something. Grey Tower Plate. I've been eyeing it for a while. Now it's time to buy it. 20 sovereigns for this. 19 sovereigns for that. 18 sovereigns for that. Right. Haggle. That? The shopkeeper said incredulously. You want to haggle for that? Fine by me, but you're a crazed man. I'm surprised you didn't just try to nick it. Sorry, anything like that. You do realize that's 750 sovereigns worth of stuff there, Shopkeep. I feel like that's not a big enough discount. I feel like we could do better than that. Let's see if we can do better than that. That's better. 500. I feel like I've got more than that though at one point. There's an element of randomness to the price you get when you haggle. There's also an element of no thank you. Ugh, that's barely a discount. Well, it's a 60 reduction, but I want a lot more than that. I want... maybe that's about as good as I'm going to get, because that appears to be about as good as we're getting 2 in a row. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to get. So, we buy 1, and we give it to you. We buy another, and we hand that over to you. And we buy 1 more, and we give that to you. Now, we have some amazing armor that gives us 40% armor mod. Racial modifier dwarf. Spoiler alert, I know for a fact we are never actually going to have a dwarf in our party. I also don't want to sell anything. What I do want to do is I want to haggle. Oh, that's right. Don't think we're not going to haggle just because we've bought things. We desperately need to haggle. We need to get that skill with Gorath and James super high. Gotta wonder about what's in the Dimwood, though. Dimwood seems pretty important. It also seems very out the way. Even more out of the way than the places we went to last chapter. And the places we've been to this chapter that we shouldn't have. So we'll haggle that away. Haggle this. And this is when, by the way, I managed to get a better price haggling this the next time we're here. Probably. But what can you do? I'll tell you what we could do. We could be sad. Actually, let's not be sad. We have 1,582 sovereigns. We are not going to be short of cash even after spending half of it. Or near half of it. Okay, a little bit more haggling, and then we'll go back and get that stuff, and then we're gonna make our way back to Krondor, and then make our way forwards. Forwards? I know. Shocking, eh? Shocking. Okay, get this whetstone haggled down. Every little bit of increase, every bit of increase is worth it. There we go. Also, there's that 91% armor. Just in case we need it, we don't. Someone told me actually that all the things you sell to a lesser extent remain in their inventory. But his haggling went up. But whose increased? Yours to 82, which is marvellous, because we want that increase. Yours to 58. And yours to 101. Nah, yours is always going to be 100. Okay, we've done some buying, we've done some selling, and the buying is probably the most surprising part. Right, we now need to head north and backtrack a lot, because we need to get all the way back to that pile of stuff, and I hope that it's still there. Just gonna cut across the wilderness here. Getting dark. I think this is the road we want to be on. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, this is definitely the road we want to be on. So let's rest a little bit. Running a little low on rations, which is curious. If I give you 2 and give you 1, might need to take up some rations. Anyway, it's going to be day in a moment. Yep, it's day. And it is time to zoom some more. Now, somewhere... Okay, there... Okay, we're right by the bodies, and it would seem like only some of them are still here. So, what can we do? Well, we can take the crossbow. We can take the sword, and you can take the armor, and we can fix both of those up. 96% weapon craft. Folks, it is absolutely nuts how good we are at that. It is nuts. You can carry one more thing. Don't want you to carry one more thing right now, though. Don't want you to. Okay. 17. Hammer that. You can still carry a weapon. I'll carry this provisionally. I can always drop it later. Okay. You just have a suit of armor, and I can fix that up. Oh, not as bad as you thought. It was actually the piece of armor I think I left behind previously. Right. So you've got that. You've got that. You just got some bolts. Is there one more corpse? Okay, there's that corpse. That corpse. That corpse. And that... Where are the rations that I left behind? Oh! That corpse there. So there are 5 corpses. Aha! Here's the corpse we really want. The one that has all the good stuff. I'm not kidding. That is all the good stuff right there. That's elven armor, just in case you didn't have it. Someone, by the way, mentioned that the encounters we're facing here are ones that will respawn every single chapter, which is good to know. So you always have ways to earn more experience and ways to earn more money. That said, I'm probably not going to go to these every chapter. I am, however, going to fix that up. And get no increases. Games being stingy with those. Right, we have got all of the stuff. Now we need to head all the way back. We need to head all the way back. And we are a little low on food. Well, I say low. We're not actually low on food. We can get some in Krondor. We could get some in Sarth, I think. So south, north to Dimwood, we want to head west. Like so. Meow. It's getting late. We're gonna rest preemptively. Don't like it when our food ends up like this. When it ends up potentially so... Was there a tavern here? I feel like there was a tavern here. You know what I do feel like there is, though? Haggling. And I exited immediately. I was like, oh, wrong shop. Really? No. Totally the right shop. We'll get 19 sovereigns for that. We'll get 3 for that. We'll get 4 for this. We could get more by... Actually, can't get much more by going to Krondor. Besides, we might stumble into someone. We also have this pile of bolts that we get practically nothing for. Okay. It's haggle time, everyone. Might as well get a second bout of haggling in. Can't hurt. Okay. Your giant sword we shall not purchase, but we shall haggleth for it. Gotta wonder sometimes if these shopkeepers get genuinely surprised when we actually buy something. They probably do. They probably do. Okay. Grab this, grab that. Just keep haggling with it until we have no more need. No more need. There we go. There this goes. Oh. No, it doesn't. Still wants to try. There we go. For a moment there, they didn't want to stop haggling for it, and then they stopped haggling for it. Also, people keep telling me, don't buy armorers, hammers, and whetstones. The game literally trips over itself to give you these, so I'll stop. There we go. Haggle for this. Haggle for the arrows, too. Oh, they're already unavailable. Okay. And haggle for the shells. Are they unavailable? Yes, they are. Okay. Haggling increase, that's always welcome. Okay. 60% for you. And 83 for you. We'll get you to 100% haggling yet, Gorath. You and Owyn will be the masters of haggling. I think one of these is a tavern. Yes. Did I bard here? I don't know if I barded here. If I didn't, I'm about to. And if I'm about to earn some serious coin. Gorath strummed the lute. Before you get started, I think you should know we've tapped out our entertainment fund, the tavern keeper said quietly. If you play here, it'll be for your own amusement. Which means we're not. Ooh, you don't have any provisions. Huh. Conversation within the room halted briefly as James pushed his way inside the room, turning it off from a rough-looking pair of mercenaries, although they seemed engaged in a dispute over a lost bet. The man didn't look happy. You don't talk much, called a voice from the other side of the tavern. He's a pretty somber fellow. Folks call him grim because he never laughs or smiles, another voice said. Pretty much a fixture here at Babbitt's. In fact, we often have a little fun with strangers. We'll give you 80 sovereigns if you can get Grim to laugh. Care to give it a try? Ooh, I'm gonna save. That seems like a challenge. I bet we can't get him to laugh. I'll give it a go. And I'll save to get my money back if I fail. Let's give it a go. James nodded. Indeed, we would like to give it a try, he said, then turning and whispered, Let's see, how are we gonna get this fellow to laugh? Ship? James stepped forward. This little tale should knock him out of his chair. It was related to me by a Serrani soldier. Seems one of their sailing ships was caught in a fierce storm but damaged the vessel so badly that it began to water. There were rafts on board and most of the men got off safely, but it quickly became apparent to the captain that there were only 3 spots left and 4 of them still in the ship. I'm going to ask each of you a question, he said. Answer correctly and you can join your mates on the raft. He turned to the first man and said, The firestorm sunk off which peninsula? The Honshonai Peninsula, sir, the captain nodded and pushed the sailor towards the raft. He then turned to the second man. How many were aboard this night? Deep in thought, the second sailor finally blurted, 54! Again the captain nodded, pushing the sailor toward the raft. Finally, with one eye on the rising water, he turned to the third man. What were their names? The joke over, James looked at Grim expectantly as loud guffaws filled the room and men doubled over and slapped their knees and lost their thoughts. Grim yawned. Ooh. Bawdy? I'll try, said Gorath. He turned to Grim and with a sly smile began a bawdy tale detailing a romantic tryst between a dwarf and an elf maiden. Glancing around the room with a mischievous smile, Gorath reached the punchline. It just ain't gonna work, said the dwarf. What with me down here and you up there? And the story brought stifled snorts and stickers from around the room, but Grim simply nodded. Spoon? I've got it, said Owyn. This is a little trick I used to amuse my father with. He squatted down in front of Grim, tipped back his head, and began to sing. As the words to the silly song tumbled from his mouth, he carefully bounced the spoon across the bridge of his nose. Grim frowned. The man's a rock, complained James. I'm afraid we can't do it. Huh. I feel like there's something I need to do. Also, I feel like as well that I need to check my coin, just in case I've lost some. I don't think I have. Have I lost some? That's not how you check your coin, Kiko. Nope, I haven't lost any money. It's just, if you manage to get the guy to laugh, you gain money. Okay. So, can't buy any rations here. But we are going to head south. Because Krondor. This way. Meow. Please don't say there's going to be an encounter. I mean, Zarth's going to be pretty close by. Zarth's very close by. But we don't need to go to Zarth. What we need to do is zoom. We can zoom via the map. And we can rest via the map too. Meow. And before you know it, we have arrived at Krondor. Which is fantastic. Let's go to the main. We do need to get a few supplies. Because we're a little low on food. So let's go in. To the inn. That's not the inn. That's the inn. Okay. Oh no, he's back. And probably sober. Okay, rations. We need 4... 6... 9. Best way to do that is to buy 14. And haggle. That's a 1 sovereign discount. I will share that with the party. Do we have anything we can sell here? Possibly. Also, you're just laden with potions. Like, it's not even funny how many potions you have lying around. At some point, we'll use them. Maybe. Okay, one person needs to be carrying the extra. You're going to carry the extra, because you carrying the extra means that we have more space. Okay, and so, when we come back, folks, we will head east. For it is finally time to move beyond familiar territory and head to new places. Could go to Sethanon, and maybe we should go to Sethanon first. If we go up past Tanner's and then Sethanon. Because we haven't been up here yet. We haven't been this way. That might actually be a good idea. Popping up there and then heading to Sethanon, and we'll give that a go. And so, when we come back, folks, we've finally done most of our tour. One little bit to go, and then we'll be back on the path of progress. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.